Hello, this video is going to focus on Sanford Harmony Lesson 5.2, I've Got Your Back. Some key concepts we're going to talk about are the following. It is important to support classmates. We can practice being more supportive to classmates. Providing support to classmates helps create a positive classroom environment. Is it realistic to assume that everyone in this class will be good friends with one another? Why or why not? Now that is a teacher's dream for everybody to be good friends in class. However, it's not always possible, but it is possible to not just be good friends, but to at least be good classmates. Now here it says, no, it's not possible to be good friends with so many people, but even though you're not good friends, you could still be good classmates. Now some questions I want you to think about throughout this lesson are the following. Even if we all can't be good friends, do you think we can all be good classmates? Are there any characteristics you look for in a friend that you also look for in a classmate? Now, I want someone who is a good listener, hardworking, fun, thoughtful, supportive, funny, helpful. Now, those are just a few characteristics that I look for in a good friend, but also a good classmate. Why it is important for students to feel supported by friends and classmates? Well, students who are supported by peers feel better about themselves, are happier, have more positive relationships with classmates, feel more comfortable taking risks or trying new things, and do better in school. Now, during today's activity, you're going to complete a survey. We're going to come back to the scoring guide here, but I want to take a look at the survey first. It says, even though we are learning virtually, I hope you still feel supported by your classmates on Zoom. Fill out this survey to the best of your ability and answer the questions below. As always, you first write your name, and then here are a few questions. Now, I started just answering it here, but first read the following. It says students in this class provide classmates with support if they are. Now, if you are being picked on, do you feel like you're supported by your classmates? Maybe not at all, only sometimes, always, or maybe it doesn't apply at this time. Having a bad day. Do you feel like you're supported by your classmates? Maybe not at all, sometimes, always, or doesn't apply. And go through each of these. Excluded from something, having trouble with the school task, sad about something. Now go through each one of these. Maybe you feel you want to change certain answers. Go through it and really think about it. Now there's no right or wrong answer here, but it does help us to determine how we can support one another. Now here it says, read through the list of items. For each item, fill in the bubble that best describes how often it is true for you. So please answer this honestly. There's no right or wrong answer, but think about these situations below. Now, for example, if you're sad about something, even though we are still learning on Zoom, do you feel like you can still have the confidence and feel that you're supported by your classmates? Maybe it's always, only sometimes, or not at all. Now, this helps us to determine moving forward how we can continue to support one another. Now, when you are finished with this, I want you to add up how much points you have for each bubble. As you can see here, it says not at all is 0 points, then 1 point, 2 points, 0 points again. So notice here, I have a 2 points, 0, 2, 2, and 1. So 2, 4, 6, and 7. So I have 7 points here. And we're going to go back to here and see what that means. Now, a score between 0 and 3 means we don't think students in this class provide their classmates with much support. A score between 4 and 7 means we provide some support to our classmates. A score between 8 and 10 means we provide our classmates with a lot of support. Now, I'm really looking forward to seeing your responses from here and thinking about strategies and ways on how we can make improvements moving forward. Now, even though we're learning virtual, whether we're virtual or in person, I want you to have the confidence to ask questions, to answer questions, to participate in class discussions, and I want you to feel confident when you are in class, on Zoom, and around your peers. And if you don't, that's okay, but there's always ways that we can improve that. Now you can think back to this school year. You can also think back to last year before we had Zoom classes and think about how you feel when you are around your peers. Do you feel that you're supported when you're in school, or maybe not so much? And we're going to use this information to think about ways that we can make improvements moving forward as the school year continues. Now, when you are finished with this, I want you to describe a time you were able to support a peer in the classroom. Describe a time you were able to support a peer at recess. Describe a time you were able to support a peer during a group project. Now, even though this year is unique and we are learning on Zoom, think back to throughout all the times you've been in the school building and all the times you've been in class or at recess or you're working on a group project. Think about times that you also supported a peer, because in order to feel supported by the peers around you, you also need to be able to support the people around you as well. This works both ways. So when you've got each other's backs, that's amazing, but it has to be going from both sides in order to fully feel supported. Now, when you are finished, you can press submit, and you're going to see that you will really find this beneficial and learn from this as well as we continue and hopefully are supporting the people around us. So students in our class will feel more supported and be happier. The classroom will feel more comfortable and inclusive when we support one another, and most of all, celebrate each other's accomplishments.